Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to do a 3-tube tail wrap on our horse's tail. This is Rocket. He's going to be demonstrating this lime green and black Aztec pattern for our new tail wraps that we have to offer. You're going to start off with your tail, making sure it's nice and clean, and I always recommend trimming the bottom so that way you can track the growth of the tail. To start, you're going to take your tail wrap and you're going to have it so the opening of the tubes are facing you. You're going to then take this and you're going to wrap it around your horse's tail at the very base of their tailbone. I'm going to try to grab in as much of these stragglers as I can. I'm going to tie it up a little bit high and then I'm going to slide it down to right where his tailbone ends. Right at that base. I'm going to tie it nice and tight. I'm going to tie it in a knot in the front. I'm going to take the strings around and I'm going to bring them from the front and do it again. Tie another knot. From here, you're going to take your tail and you're going to split it into 3 sections, and you're going to put each of the 3 sections in one of the strands, in one of the tubes of the tail wrap. So we'll start with one section. You're going to just take your hand to the bottom and you're going to fish it all the way up to the top to grab the tail to pull it through for easy access. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to grab his strand and I'm going to pull it through the tail wrap. Rocket has a very long tail. If I was to pull this tail all the way through this wrap, you will see that his tail sticks out of the wrap at the bottom. This is what we don't want. So what I recommend is if your horse's tail does drag the ground, these wraps are still perfectly fine for them. Just don't wrap the tail, don't pull the tail all the way up. You're gonna have it wrap up in this tube. That way when you go to braid it, it's not sticking out at the bottom. So I'm gonna pull this strand back out and re-grab it. Again, I'm gonna stick my hand to the bottom, all the way up to the top. I'm going to grab this strand. This time I'm not going to pull it all the way through. I'm going to pull it right until it gets about to where the fringe starts. And then I'm going to let it go. So about right there. So his tail is wrapped up in this bag. We're going to do the same thing on the next 2 strands. Split it into the 2 sections. Now we're going to go to the middle section. We're going to go through the bottom and all the way up to the top and then grab this strand. Same thing, I'm not going to pull it all the way through, just till it gets to right above the strands, the ties. Last one. Grab the bottom, go to the top. Right. From here, you're going to take your 3 strands and you're going to start a braid, just a normal braid. When you get to the bottom of your braid, you're going to use one of the fringe strands as a tie for the wrap. So you're just going to grab 2 sections of it. And you're going to wrap it around the bag, and now you're going to just tie it in a knot. Tie it in a knot. And just like that, You got your rock and tail wrapping. Feel free to visit us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/rockandtailbags. You can also find us on Instagram at Rock and Tail Bags, and you can order your wrap on our Etsy shop at Rock and Tail Bags as well. Thanks, guys.